I stood in the hallway and ran my fingers over the scratches on the door frame. "You never fixed these," I whispered even though no one could hear me. My mother used to laugh when I measured my height there. "Stop growing so fast," she would say. I could still hear her voice when the house went quiet. "Talking to the walls again?" Mrs. Whitman called from outside. I opened the door. "They listen better than people," I said. She smiled the way older people do when they know more than they say. "That house raised you. Of course it listens." I stepped onto the porch. "It's the last thing I have left of them." "I know," she said gently. "Your mother baked bread every Sunday." The smell filled the whole street. "She burned it once," I said. "Dad ate it anyway." Mrs. Whitman laughed. "That man loved her." "He loved this place too," I said. "Every nail, every crack." She looked at me carefully. "You've been quiet lately." "I'm just tired," I said. "Bills don't care about memories." She nodded. "Your parents worked hard for this home." "I'm trying," I said. "Some days it feels like the house is holding me up, not the other way around." She touched my arm. "You're stronger than you think." I wanted to believe her. I didn't tell her how close I was to choosing which bill to ignore. I didn't tell her how the bank calls stopped feeling urgent and started feeling normal. "I should let you rest," she said. "You look thin." "I eat," I lied. She paused at the gate. Claire would hate hearing that. My chest tightened. She used to worry too much. "She loved this house," Mrs. Whitman said. "She said she did," I replied. "Said it was part of me." "What happened between you two?" she asked softly. I leaned against the door frame. She wanted more. I wanted stable. Those words didn't match. "She promised something once," Mrs. Whitman said. I nodded. She said, "No matter what happens, this house stays yours." "And you believed her." "I loved her," I said. Believing felt easy. Mrs. Whitman sighed. "People change." "Not this place," I said. "It's the only thing that never left." She looked at the house again. "Take care of it." "I always do," I said. After she left, the silence pressed in. I walked into the kitchen and sat at the small table. "You still smell like her," I said to the air. My father's chair sat by the window. "You'd tell me to stop worrying," I said. "You'd say it works out." I opened a cabinet and stared at empty shelves. "You were wrong about that part." The floor creaked as I moved back into the hall. I stopped at the door frame again. "I stayed," I said. "Like you wanted." A knock broke the quiet. I opened the door and found a plain envelope on the floor. No name. Just my address typed clean and sharp. My stomach tightened. "That's never good," I muttered. I picked it up and felt the weight of it. "Whatever this is," I said, "it waited." I walked to the table and set it down. "Not yet," I told it. The house was silent. For the first time, it felt like it was holding its breath. I waited across the street and watched her through the glass. "You don't even look back," I said to myself. She walked out wearing a coat I didn't recognize. "That's new," I muttered. "Daniel?" she said when she saw me. "Claire?" I replied. "We need to talk." She glanced at her watch. "I have 10 minutes. "Funny," I said. "That's longer than you gave me." She didn't react. "Say what you came to say." "You bought my house," I said. "I secured it," she corrected. "For who?" I asked. "For us," she said calmly. "There is no us," I said. She sighed. "You're emotional." "I'm homeless," I said. "You're exaggerating," she replied. "You have options." "My parents don't," I said. Her jaw tightened. "That's not fair." "You promised me," I said. "You said it would always be mine." "I said I'd protect it," she replied. "And I did." "By owning it," I said. "By saving it," she said. "From me?" I asked. "From your situation," she said. I laughed. "So I'm the problem now." "You're stuck," she said. "You refuse to move forward." "I stayed," I said. "For you." "I didn't ask you to," she replied. I looked at her shoes. "You used to hate heels." "People change," she said. "Your voice did too," I said. She crossed her arms. "This isn't about feelings." "It's only about feelings," I said. She lowered her voice. "I invested money." "You invested in control," I said. She shook her head. "You're being dramatic again." I stepped closer. "Give it back." "That's not how this works," she said. "It's my home," I said. "It's my property," she replied. The word hit hard. "You practiced that." She didn't deny it. "Who helped you?" I asked. She hesitated. That doesn't matter. Someone named Mark? I said. Her eyes flicked away. He understands finance. So that's it, I said. You replace me with numbers. He believes in growth, she said. I believed in you, I said. She checked her watch again. I don't have time for this. You had time to buy my childhood, I said. She inhaled slowly. You're making this harder. I didn't make it, I said. You did. She straightened her back. I'm offering you stability. You're offering me permission, I said. She frowned. You can stay for now. Stay, I repeated. Like a guest. Be reasonable, she said. I said. Until today. She reached into her bag. I have documents. Keep them, I said. She looked surprised. You're not even going to look? I already know what they say, I replied. And what's that? She asked. That you won, I said. On paper. She softened for half a second. Daniel, this didn't have to hurt. You made sure it did, I said. She pressed her lips together. I did what I had to. So did I said. What are you going to do? She asked. I shrugged. Live. That's not a plan, she said. It is, I replied. She stepped aside. I won't change my mind. I didn't ask you to, I said. I turned away. My chest felt hollow. Each step made me smaller. Behind me she said, You'll thank me one day. I didn't turn back. No, I said quietly. I won't. I met Leo at the corner cafe. He waved like nothing had changed. Daniel, you look like hell. Thanks, I said. You look too happy. I've been busy, he replied. And you? Still living in memories? I'm being evicted, I said. He raised an eyebrow. Seriously? Claire? I nodded. She bought the house. Christ, he said. You've got to fight this. I don't know if I want to, I admitted. Not want to fight? Leo asked, incredulous. I stayed for years, I said. Now it's gone. I don't even want the scraps. He shook his head. That's depressing. Try moving out of your past, I muttered. Leo leaned back. So what's the plan? I don't have one, I said. I'm floating. Floating won't pay bills, he said. You need strategy. I need peace, I said. He laughed. You're letting her win. I'm letting myself survive, I said. He frowned. Big difference, huh? I sipped my coffee. Do you know what it's like? Someone owns your memories. I can imagine, he said. But you're stronger than her. I feel weak, I said. Like every step is smaller than the last. Then step anyway, he said. Even if it's tiny. I exhaled. Maybe I will. He leaned forward. Good. First step, lawyer. I hate lawyers, I said. They hate losers more, he said. You need someone who can explain the rules. I guess, I said. But not for revenge. I just want clarity. Leo grinned. Clarity is half revenge anyway. I frowned. I don't want to play her game. You're not, he said. You're making your own. I left the cafe and called Mr. Keller. Hello? Yes, I need advice. Mr. Hart. Keller asked. I've been expecting your call. Not really, I admitted. I need to understand what's happening with my house. You're being evicted, he said bluntly. I know, I said. Then we start there, he said. I can explain your rights. I don't want to fight, I said. Just the facts. Keller hesitated. Fair enough. Thank you, I said. I'll come by tomorrow. Bring any documents, he said. I will, I replied. I hung up and stared at the street. She doesn't know I'm moving on, I muttered. Later I stopped by the bank to see Nina. Hey, I said. Daniel, she said. I heard about Claire. You okay? I'm surviving, I said. Barely. She handed me paperwork. You may qualify for a small loan. Might help with the new place. Thanks, I said. I don't want pity. This isn't pity, she said. It's planning. I smiled weakly. Planning feels foreign. You survived worse than paperwork, she said. I laughed. True. Walking home, I realized the steps felt lighter. Not much, but noticeable. Maybe I can do this, I said to myself. Back at the house, I packed more boxes. Memories first, I whispered. Then everything else. Mrs. Whitman stopped by. You're making progress. I guess, I said. I'm choosing my battles. You always choose, she said. Even when you don't think so. I nodded. Claire thinks she won. Maybe she has, but I'm still me. That's what counts, she said. I'm letting her think control is power, I said. Meanwhile, I'm taking mine back. Mrs. Whitman smiled. Careful. Power feels different than revenge. I don't want revenge, I said. Just survival. She patted my shoulder. Then you're already ahead. I carried a box to the door. I survived the past, I muttered. Time to survive the future. She lingered. You're making choices. I didn't know I could, I said. Not like this. You can, she said. And you will. I closed the door and leaned against it. Maybe floating isn't enough. Maybe I can swim. The sun fell across the floor. I'm still standing, I said. Even if smaller, even if shaken. I sat with the boxes around me. The choice isn't her anymore, I whispered. It's mine. I moved quietly through the empty house. So this is it, I whispered. Empty walls, full of memories. Boxes were stacked in every corner. I set down the last one and ran my hand over the counter. I'm still here, I muttered. The phone buzzed. I answered. Hello? Daniel? Claire's voice floated through. I heard you moved out. I did, I said. Not exactly a secret. I thought you'd be angry, she said softly. I'm calm, I replied. Surprised you noticed. You're not, she said. You're being distant. Maybe I've learned distance, I said. Maybe I've learned patience. She was quiet for a moment. I thought I could help. You thought you could own me, I said. That's not fair, she said. Isn't it? I asked. You wanted control. You got it. I don't want it. I'm sorry, she said. I laughed quietly. Sorry? Too little, too late. I didn't realize, she started. You never do, I said. A knock came at the door. I opened it. Yes. Daniel Hart. A man in a suit said. I'm Mr. Keller. Ready to talk? Yes, I said. We sat at the small kitchen table. So what do I need to know? I asked. You don't have to fight, Keller said. You can, but you already made your choice. I chose silence, I said. Control is different from noise. He nodded. Exactly. You don't want confrontation. I want clarity, I said. That's within reach, he replied. And respect for your decisions. I leaned back. I'm tired of anger. Tired of chasing her. Keller looked at me carefully. Then you're already winning. I laughed. Winning? Don't call it that. You think she owns the house, he said. But she doesn't own your life. I've let her think she does, I admitted. Quietly. You're reclaiming it, he said. Quietly, I repeated. Later I walked to the corner cafe. Leo waved from a table. Look at you, he said. Calm as ever. I'm learning, I said. Not everything needs a fight. Some fights choose themselves, he said. Others? You let go. I let go, I said. And I feel lighter. Leo grinned. See? There's power in that. I guess so, I said. Power without noise. You always had it, he said. You just didn't notice. Back home I opened the front door. The sunlight hit the floor. I breathed it in. I'm still standing, I said. Boxes lined the walls, full of my past. But I'm moving forward, I whispered. On my own terms. My phone buzzed again. Claire. I didn't answer. She called again. Voicemail. Daniel, please. I want to talk. I deleted it. Not today, I said. The mailman dropped letters in the box. I sorted them. Bills, ads, small notes. Life goes on, I said. I poured coffee and sat at the table. I'm reclaiming control, I whispered. One cup at a time. The street outside was quiet. Cars passed. Neighbors waved. Normal life. I smiled faintly. Maybe this is enough. Evening came. I heard laughter from the apartment across the street. I leaned against the window. She thinks owning walls is winning. I'm winning something bigger. I grabbed my father's jacket. Not everything is about money. Not everything is about control. I dialed Nina at the bank. I'm ready to start a new account. New life. About time, she said. I've been waiting. I'm ready, I said. For me. After I hung up, I looked at the empty house. She can have it, I whispered. I'll take my life back. The last box went in the truck. Goodbye, I said softly. I don't need you anymore. The engine started. I watched the driveway disappear behind me. I'm still standing, I said. And this time I choose the direction. I moved quietly through the empty house. So this is it, I whispered. Empty walls, full of memories. Boxes were stacked in every corner. I set down the last one and ran my hand over the counter. I'm still here, I muttered. The phone buzzed. I answered. Hello? Daniel? Claire's voice floated through. I heard you moved out. I did, I said. Not exactly a secret. I thought you'd be angry, she said softly. I'm calm, I replied. Surprised you noticed. You're not, she said. You're being distant. Maybe I've learned distance, I said. Maybe I've learned patience. She was quiet for a moment. I thought I could help. You thought you could own me, I said. That's not fair, she said. Isn't it? I asked. You wanted control. You got it. I don't want it. I'm sorry, she said. I laughed quietly. Sorry? Too little, too late. I didn't realize, she started. You never do, I said. A knock came at the door. I opened it. Yes. Daniel Hart. A man in a suit said. I'm Mr. Keller. Ready to talk? Yes, I said. We sat at the small kitchen table. So what do I need to know? I asked. You don't have to fight, Keller said. You can, but you already made your choice. I chose silence, I said. Control is different from noise. He nodded. Exactly. You don't want confrontation. I want clarity, I said. That's within reach, he replied. And respect for your decisions. I leaned back. I'm tired of anger. Tired of chasing her. Keller looked at me carefully. Then you're already winning. I laughed. Winning? Don't call it that. You think she owns the house, he said. But she doesn't own your life. I've let her think she does, I admitted. Quietly. You're reclaiming it, he said. Quietly, I repeated. Later I walked to the corner cafe. Leo waved from a table. Look at you, he said. Calm as ever. I'm learning, I said. Not everything needs a fight. Some fights choose themselves, he said. Others? You let go. I let go, I said. And I feel lighter. Leo grinned. See? There's power in that. I guess so, I said. Power without noise. You always had it, he said. You just didn't notice. Back home I opened the front door. The sunlight hit the floor. I breathed it in. I'm still standing, I said. Boxes lined the walls, full of my past. But I'm moving forward, I whispered. On my own terms. My phone buzzed again. Claire. I didn't answer. She called again. Voicemail. Daniel, please. I want to talk. I deleted it. Not today, I said. The mailman dropped letters in the box. I sorted them. Bills, ads, small notes. Life goes on, I said. I poured coffee and sat at the table. I'm reclaiming control, I whispered. One cup at a time. The street outside was quiet. Cars passed. Neighbors waved. Normal life. I smiled faintly. Maybe this is enough. Evening came. I heard laughter from the apartment across the street. I leaned against the window. She thinks owning walls is winning. I'm winning something bigger. I grabbed my father's jacket. Not everything is about money. Not everything is about control. I dialed Nina at the bank. I'm ready to start a new account. New life. About time, she said. I've been waiting. I'm ready, I said. For me. After I hung up, I looked at the empty house. She can have it, I whispered. I'll take my life back. The last box went in the truck. Goodbye, I said softly. I don't need you anymore. The engine started. I watched the driveway disappear behind me. I'm still standing, I said. And this time I choose the direction. I saw her first from across the street. Claire stood on the porch, phone in hand, eyes darting. I didn't answer when she called. Not today. I muttered. She thinks she's in control. My hands were in my pockets. She's not. The mail buzzed. Bills and letters. I ignored them. They weren't hers. Not anymore. Leo walked up the street. You look calm, he said. Calm is cheaper than anger, I replied. Really? He asked. You're not planning anything? I'm watching, I said. Quietly. You're learning, he said. Patience is power. I'm testing it, I said. Watching her cracks form. He frowned. You sound dangerous. Maybe, I admitted. Maybe not. Just awake. Later, Nina stopped by the apartment. You okay? She asked. I am, I said. More than okay. Observant. Observant? She repeated. Claire? I said. She's finally starting to strain herself. How? She asked. Money pressure, impatience, I said. She didn't calculate life beyond ownership. You mean karma? She asked. I smiled faintly. Call it that. She laughed. Quiet revenge? Exactly, I said. No confrontation. Just observation. The phone buzzed. Another call. Claire. I ignored it. Good, Nina said. Don't engage. She's stressed. I can hear it, I said. Even from silence it shows. That evening the landlord knocked. Mr. Hart, everything okay? He asked. Yes, I said. Just settling in. He nodded. She asked about your apartment. Said she wanted you comfortable. She's meddling, I said. Maybe she cares, he said. Maybe, I replied. Or maybe she's realizing she can't control me. I leaned against the window. She'll find out soon enough. Leo called. Updates. She's unraveling, I said. Quietly. Slowly. Any proof? He asked. Not needed, I said. I can see it. She's frustrated. Defensive. That must feel good, he said. Feels like peace, I said. Better than victory. The next day a letter arrived. Her lawyer, I muttered. Demanding access. I crumpled it. Too late. A week passed. Bills were piling. Calls came. Her tone changed when she called. Daniel? She asked cautiously. You called? I said. I want to talk, she said. I've been talking, I said. To myself, to friends, to reality. You're ignoring me, she said. I'm observing, I said. I need closure, she said. I have it, I replied. I don't need your version. Her sigh was audible. You're cold? I'm awake, I said. Cold is easier than betrayal. Did I miscalculate? She asked. You did, I said. Money doesn't buy memory. Power doesn't buy control. Pause. Daniel? Not today, I said. I'm not interested in apologies that come too late. She was quiet. I knew she was measuring me like always. You're stronger than you realize, I whispered. The night fell. I sat with coffee watching the street. Her lights flickered across the yard. She moved, nervous, unsettled. Finally, I said softly. Finally you see it. Leo stopped by. She's reacting. Slowly, I said. Like water eroding stone. That sounds peaceful, he said. I've watched years, I said. Quiet patience is more powerful than rage. A knock at the door. Who now? I muttered. The landlord. Everything stable? Yes, I said. Better than stable. Comfortable. He smiled. Good. That's what counts. I closed the door. She's losing control, I whispered. And I didn't lift a finger. Later I checked my phone. Another call. Claire. I didn't answer. Instead I texted Leo. She's cracking. Patience wins. He replied instantly. Finally. Quiet, clean, perfect. I laughed softly. Perfect, I whispered. The way life should be. The apartment felt lighter. I poured another coffee. She thought power was in ownership, I said. It's in silence, observation, and patience. Outside the city moved. Cars, voices, the hum of life. I leaned against the window. She's finally learning what I already knew. I set down the cup. Power isn't loud. Power waits. The knock at my door startled me. I opened it to find Claire standing there looking smaller than ever. Daniel, she said softly. I'm listening, I replied. Make it quick. She swallowed. I made a mistake. You think? I said. Buying the house, leaving me, it was clever. She shook her head. I didn't realize. I didn't think. You never do, I said. You never think beyond yourself. I thought it was for us, she said. Her voice cracked. For us. I repeated. There is no us. I know, she whispered. But I thought owning the house would keep a part of you. I laughed bitterly. Keep a part of me? You destroyed the whole part that mattered. She flinched. Daniel, don't, I said. Save it. Save the apologies for someone who still cares. I still care, she said, voice trembling. I can make it right. You can't, I said. It's too late. She bit her lip. I thought I was helping. I thought I was saving memories. You were saving nothing, I said. Except your pride. She looked at the ground. Mark told me I could do anything by anything. And you did, I said. Bought control, not understanding. Thought power would equal love. I never meant, she started. You never think, I said sharply. You never pause. Every decision is a ladder to yourself. I see that now, she whispered. I was blind. I leaned against the doorframe. It took me losing my home to realize who I really am. She looked up, tears in her eyes. Daniel, I'm sorry. I hear that, I said. But sorry doesn't fix years of memory I can't touch. I want to, she said. You can't, I said. The house doesn't define me. You tried to cage my past in bricks and mortar. You failed. I thought owning it meant keeping you close, she said. I thought it was love. I knew the truth before you did, I said. Love isn't possession. It's presence. You were absent. I miscalculated, she admitted. I can see it now. I was selfish. I stepped aside, letting her see the emptiness behind me. See what it feels like. I walk free while you realize the weight of mistakes. She swallowed. I can fix it. I can. You can't fix the past, I said firmly. It's gone. Just like us. I don't want to lose you, she said softly. You lost me the day you decided you could buy my memories, I said. Not with cash, not with effort, but with disregard. Her shoulders slumped. I thought I could have control and love at the same time. You can't, I said. Not with me. Not with anyone who mattered. I see that, she said. And it hurts. Good, I said quietly. Let it hurt. Let it teach you what power really is. She blinked back tears. Daniel, I'm regretful. I know that doesn't mean. I know, I said. It's enough that you understand. Too late, yes. But clarity is something you earn the hard way. She swallowed. Can we talk? Maybe start over? I shook my head. We're done. The house is yours now. You keep it. But I keep myself. I thought, she started. You thought wrong, I said. I forgave silently, but I will not forget. And I will not go back. She looked at me desperate. Do you hate me? I don't, I said. I feel stronger than anger. Stronger than you ever imagined. That's all you need to know. She exhaled, tears rolling down her cheeks. I understand. Finally. I nodded. Good. That's the lesson. You'll remember it every time you look at those walls. She stepped back. I deserve this, she whispered. Yes, I said. And so do you. But your pain is yours alone. I'll survive. I always survive. The silence stretched. Her shoulders trembled. I didn't speak. Thank you, she whispered. For letting me realize. Realization doesn't mean return, I said. It means growth. Yours, mine separate. She swallowed, nodded, and turned. I watched her go. The door closed behind her. I leaned against it. Finally, I whispered. Finally, I'm free. I walked to the window looking at the street. She owns walls. I own myself. The evening air pressed in through the cracks. I survived her, I muttered. And I thrive quietly. I picked up my coffee and Saturday she finally understood. Too late, but she did. I smiled faintly. And I didn't have to fight to win. Power isn't loud. Power is patience. The lights in her apartment flickered one last time before dark. She sees the cracks, I whispered. And I don't look back. I stepped onto the porch of my new apartment and breathed deep. Fresh start, I muttered. No walls holding me back. Leo leaned against the railing. You look lighter. I feel lighter, I said. It's strange, but good. Strange is freedom, he said. You've earned it. I laughed softly. Earned? Maybe just survived it. Surviving isn't enough, he said. You've thrived. I did what I had to, I said. Quietly. Quiet power, he said. I like it. I looked at the street. People pass, lives move, and here I am. Standing. You're calmer, he said. Not bitter. Bitter doesn't help me anymore, I said. Not with her, not with anything. Leo nodded. You let go. I did, I said. Silently, piece by piece. My phone buzzed. Claire. I didn't answer. I let it ring. She'd called enough. I knew she was learning still, slowly, quietly. Not my concern anymore. Nina walked up. Moving in okay? She asked. Better than okay, I said. Boxes unpacked, coffee brewing, life beginning. You're smiling, she said. Finally. I shrugged. It's natural. I didn't know peace felt like this. Better than revenge? She asked. Much better, I said. Revenge burns you alive. Peace rebuilds quietly. I carried a small box to the kitchen. I never thought I'd say this, I said. But losing her, losing the house, maybe it was the only way I found myself. Leo laughed. Always the philosopher. I'm practical now, I said. Peace is practical. I poured a cup of coffee. She thinks she has power. She doesn't. I do. Quietly. Nina smiled. I see that. I leaned back. The past is mine only in memory now. The future, I get to build. Exactly, she said. And it's yours. I sipped my coffee. I survived betrayal, ownership, manipulation, and finally I thrive. Leo smirked. You're like a different man. I am, I admitted. Not louder, not angrier. Stronger. A knock at the door startled me. I opened it to find Mrs. Whitman with a tray of cookies. For your new start, she said. Thank you, I said. Means more than you know. She smiled. I always knew you'd make it. I didn't know I could, I admitted. Not like this. You did, she said. One step at a time. I carried the tray inside. I'll take small victories, I said. They feel bigger than they should. Small victories become mountains, she said. I laughed. I feel like I just climbed a peak quietly. Leo clapped my shoulder. See? Quiet victories are the best kind. I looked out the window. The city glowed beneath the night sky. No one owns me, I said. Not Claire, not memories, not walls. Nina sipped her tea. That's power. Yes, I said. Silent, unshakable power. I set my cup down. I'm done with excuses, done with waiting, done with shadows of what should have been. Leo nodded. You're alive, Daniel. More than alive. I know, I said. Alive and awake. The phone buzzed again. Claire. I stared at it, then smiled faintly. Some lessons take longer than others, I whispered. I set it aside. I don't need to answer. I'm already free. I stepped onto the balcony. Cold wind hit my face. I survived everything, I said. And I'm finally standing tall. Nina smiled. You've earned that. I have, I said. Earned it by walking through fire without fighting. By observing, by choosing me. Leo nodded. You've mastered patience and control. I did, I said. And the world feels bigger, cleaner, mine to shape. I looked at the street below. I didn't need her house, her approval, her presence. I only needed myself. Mrs. Whitman placed a hand on my shoulder. You found it? I smiled faintly. Yes, I finally have. I leaned back, closing my eyes. No regrets. No looking back. Only forward. The city lights shimmered. This is freedom, I whispered. Quiet, powerful, mine. I opened my eyes. I'm not the boy who watched walls hoping for love. I'm the man who survived, who learned, who stands. The night stretched, peaceful. I am enough, I said. And finally I know it.